And now,
breaking news.
Ahoy, the news.
News
from the Weird
Wire.
News from the Weird Wire. Why are little piggies the only farm animals to get to go to the market? Didn't Wilbur go to market? No. That's a nice pig. That's a fine pig. Well, these aren't pigs. 50 sheep were thinking they broke into a flock, broke away, just a handful of them, 50 of them. Well, how many's in a flock?
As many as the shepherd and that Australian cattle dog can handle.
Yeah, they took a visit to a local grocery store while being sheep herded through Germany. It was impossible to tell whether the sheep were looking for something particular or just wanted to warm up. The store, part of the penny retail chain, said in a statement, the runways were eventually corralled and rejoined the flock, but not before blocking and knocking over a bunch of bottles in the drink section.
Well, they've never been there. Well, how do they know how they're supposed to act?
Right. So I guess that was exciting news for that German town over the weekend. I didn't know they still sheep herded like that. All this technology. You know, do you think about, it's got a cane, big old stick, sheep herder stick? No?
It's not biblical times, you know.
True. Just what I think of. And lots of animal stories here today. Somebody still must be on vacation. Cats may always land on their feet, but Dallas Animal Services decided not to test that theory in rescuing a stranded kitten. I always wonder, how did they get up there? And with the tree, you're like, well, look, it's obvious. It's a tree. They just keep climbing. Easy to climb a tree. For kittens, not so easy getting down. This is not a tree. The department shares in an Instagram post that it responded to a report of a kitten stuck 3 stories in the air on an upper support beam under the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. Well, how'd he get up there? This brave little kitten was finally brought to safety thanks to persistence, teamwork, and compassion, the post reads, with help from the Dallas Fire and Rescue and continued efforts through the morning. This took all morning.
It's a long ways up there.
And one of those ladder trucks is brrr. So it sounds like too. Brrr. Cat is has a cool name now, Skyline. Staying at a foster home while waiting for adoption. Poor little kitty.
Had a cat once that bolted out the front door. Went climbing up the utility pole.
Uh-oh.
The sound of cat claws digging into tar-soaked utility pole.
Creosote, yeah. Ew.
I don't know how he got up to the top, but he did.
You get down? There's that.
3 days later.
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't like that cat.
You're like, it serves you right. Get up. We don't have a ladder truck here. You're going to have to just get down.
Well, my sinuses didn't care for that cat either, so.
Worked out for everybody, huh? For a couple days. Got some relief. And this is in a year's time. I know last year we had a peacock story. It was a rogue peacock, like we have now. Is that the sign of end of times? Rogue peacocks just running everywhere.
Well, between zebras and peacocks and other strange... Why did they all go to Tennessee?
I don't know. He's got a good point. WVLT reports that a peacock was spotted wandering around Knoxville, Tennessee, specifically near a real estate business. Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency says that the loose bird is likely domesticated and belongs to someone.
Well, it's not wild in Tennessee.
No?
No.
Didn't we go over that? Peacocks are legal.
It's Tennessee. Isn't everything legal in Tennessee?
I guess we could always Google it. Peacocks legal in Tennessee? In Tennessee. Oh, you'll need a T, not NSC. And the survey says, yes, peacocks are generally legal to own as pets in Tennessee.
Why would you want to?
Well, your city or county may have an ordinance against it. So, but I'm thinking they're in Knoxville, they're really open to peacock owning. I'm not sure if both the city and the county have met on this, but I guess that is kind of different, seeing just a bird like that walking around town. And you know.
Don't see that every day.
No. And you know, people in Knoxville there's like, hey, did you see that peacock over by First Real Estate?
Probably over by the zebra.
Well, those are the crazy news from the Weird Wire animal stories for today.